Alright folks, it's Big W here, back with you one more time. Putting in a little bit of work here on a mixed gameplay. A little bit of infantry action along with the, just a little mixed bag for you folks. Now here it is at the beginning, playing a little Conquest here. And Conquest small. Now here it is to where the CZ assault rifle. I'm just going to showcase it a little bit. Running Cobra, heavy barrel, angle grip, and the flashlight. Okay, I toggle it off at a distance. Now here's a good little moment to where it's a good little ambush. Spot to where I pressure this clown. Now a good set of headphones, like I said, you're gonna hear these guys coming. Now I'm over in their spawn and just waiting for these clowns to come in. Now here we go. I'm just in this little corner. I got my med kit down, and I'd like to talk a little bit about the high explosive noob tube, so to speak, or nade launcher. Now here it is, to where it's a perfect ambush. Okay, I popped a guy, he gets out, no idea where he's getting hit from. And here's the CZ and what it can do, and that's how to use it. Okay, the CZ805. Okay, angle grip, heavy barrel. It's just a deadly combination, and you just tap fire. Okay, and it just, it can also lay the hammer down. This thing does have some kick. The recoil control can be tricky on full auto. But, like I said, I just tap fire the thing a couple, like 2-3 burst rounds, and it just seems to do the trick. The thing's really a laser. Now, here is at close range, okay? Like I said, it really is deadly. Here's a nade. Couple nades, all right, in quick succession to clear out that trailer. Okay, like I said, this is just a fun little combination med kit. Okay, high explosive. In order to go after those vehicles a little bit, and this CZ, it really is a monster. I believe I'm running with the. Now here we go again. Okay, it just, especially against these tin cans, it's able to put a little hurt on them. Force these guys to make a decision a little bit, so to speak. And, it's just some fun gameplay. But, like I said, here it is to where I finally get clipped by this guy. Now, he's being tricky. He's finally on to me. That I'm laying back in their spawn area. But here it is. Here's a look at the map. Okay, so they're spawning in over at D, and I'm deciding to just pressure these guys now. Here it is again. It's just a fun little combination, and this CZ assault rifle, it's deadly. Here it is again. Just a few bursts, and just before this clown. Now this guy, I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to run me over essentially, and. It's just a comical moment to where it's like a little bit of cat and mouse. But like I said, this is a good assault rifle. Here it is in action one more time. I pressure this guy. He runs. Ends up taking cover in this building. Now I'm taking adjacent fire, but in the meantime, here he is. I see him. I think he's got either a flashlight on or a laser sight. Gives him up, and there it is. Just the quick bursts in succession, and this thing's really deadly. Now here's a fun sequence to where the Venom's right above me, putting pressure on me. There's also a guy up in the hills. It's the clown from earlier, I believe. Now here's another good look at how accurate this gun is at distance. It's just what makes it so deadly is its accuracy. It's probably, now watch this, I almost clipped this guy. I had him down to 8 health. He got lucky and ended up getting me. But now here it is again one more time. Now this is a good example of the recoil control to where I'm holding down on the D-pad as I fire in order to keep the crosshairs on the guy. But like I said, this is a competitive weapon. I like that it has good accuracy at range, and it can be very deadly at close quarters as well. You know, it's got a good steady rate of fire. It's just, I feel confident with it. And there's a good little sequence to where I'm able to get a couple of the guys, catch them sleeping, so to speak. You know, I get the first clown. You know, then I pump. All right, now here we go. Like I said, this thing's a headshot machine. It's just deadly at all ranges, and it's just a really viable weapon. Okay, now here it is, just a different class. Running the engineer setup this time, and here we go with the SMAW. You know, just very, very effective against these tanks and whatnot. You know, it's just a fun little weapon. Now here's the SR2. It's a PDW. I'm running Laser Sight Cobra, and I think it's the vertical grip. Now I end up getting clipped there in that sequence, but here it is in action. This guy tries coming through. It's just, and there it is. This thing's really a monster. It's a fun little weapon. Okay, the attachments are limited, but it's extremely viable. Now, here it is. Watch this one, folks. This was a little bit coming. A direct SMAW to this clown. Okay, to Ninja Nick took one off the DX. What can I tell you? The SMAW is just deadly accurate. Now here's the SR2 one more time in action. To where I see the guy crossing, and I know he's coming over, so I just creep on up. And like I said, here it is. Just an extremely deadly weapon, and it even has some decent range. It's a fun one, and I'm just confident with it. Here it is again, just a good rate of fire, very controllable, and you know, it's deadly. It's a deadly one. Watch this one more time. One quick burst. The guy was just poking his head through. He just killed my teammate, and you know, here it is one more time. It's just a hose. I mean, it's really a strong weapon. So that was a fun little one. Okay, now here it is to where, you know, I continue on with it a little bit. This is a funny beginning sequence to where I try something a little different. I'm actually running with the mine, the anti-tank mine, or anti-vehicle mine, along with the SMAW, as opposed to the repair tool. Because I just plan on being sneaky. Now watch this. I find a nice little shady area, drop down a few of these bad Larrys. Okay, now watch the timing on this sequence. You're never going to believe it. I circle around. I get the trap laid. Now, as I'm circling, at some point here, now this is all ad-lib, but I believe I hear the thing coming, right? I hear the quad coming. In the meantime, I spot this guy. Okay. Tag him, and look at that. As I'm tagging him, you know, it's just, I get a double on the, there was a couple clowns on the quad bike. Now, what's the chances of that timing? I don't know, but anyway, here we go, moving on. This clown's at the top. He's climbed this tower. Now, this is the same life. It's essentially the beginning of the game. Okay, this guy thinks he's being sneaky, you know. It's like, not in my time, okay? Just not gonna let it happen. And here he is to where I finally get up there, and he don't even know. What can I tell you? Just putting the absolute pressure on this guy. So this was a fun little one. Now here it is. I believe I end up switching it up a little bit, and you know, to the point where I'm back on the CZ for a minute there. And, you know, at this point I go for the SVD. I want to showcase it a little bit towards the end of this gameplay. You know, this thing's really, and just talking about accurate weapons, this thing's on the top of the list. So there you go, you get the CZ. Now just watch this SVD though. This SVD DMR is just right on the nose. Once again, I run heavy barrel angle grip, and you know, it's just a beast. You know, so this was really good gameplay to showcase 3 extremely accurate weapons and deadly weapons. CZ805, SR2, and the SVD here. Okay, these weapons are just good all-around weapons for these classes, okay? And now, here we go to where it's just a fun little gameplay. I'm keeping pressure on these guys, essentially, kind of lurking towards this one. Now, there it is again with the mine. It's just a fun little way to play. I rarely do it. In fact, that sequence where they hit the mine as I was dog tagging the third guy, that was the beginning of the gameplay. That was my first mine play. Now watch this. Boom. All right, there's the SMAR in action. What can I tell you? These guys don't even have a chance. Okay, this is engineer extraordinaire over here. Now here it is one more time with SVD. Just want to show you its potential at range. Just really deadly. Just has that killing power, and it's just a good all-around weapon. You know, now you are vulnerable closer up with the DMRs, so you gotta have a good backup, one that you're confident in at closer ranges. Now here we go to where these guys are trying to cross. I'm putting a little pressure. Once again, you know, just doing damage with this thing. And it's just, now here's the G18. Like I said, you want that good solid backup for close quarters when you're running a DMR class. So the G18 is a good choice, okay? Now here it is to where, look at this thing. Like I said, it's just deadly accurate at this range. And you're able to keep your distance a little bit. Look at that, boom. And it's just, what can I say? Look at that thing. It's just an absolute laser. Can't say enough for it. Like I said, SVD12, it's just really a viable monster. Now there's the G18 back in action. Like I said, this was just a fun little gameplay to where I was doing a little bit of it all. And I just wanted to mix it up for you folks a little bit. Nothing too spectacular, nothing to really write home about, but just a good all-around gameplay. But like I said, this one's winding down, but I just want to thank you one more time for joining me. This has been Big Willie, signing off.
Objective Delta has just been lost.